Hello everyone, welcome to this live stream of The Outer Worlds. I've played a little bit of it already, so I'm going to be starting over from the top, so anyone who wants to see the beginning will get to see it. As you can tell, if you follow me on Twitter that is, I've been enjoying the heck out of it so far, so... yeah. Let's jump into it. If it'll open. One sec. Oh, there we go. And yes, getting paid is nice, but you know what I like more than getting paid? Sleep. And streams. Let me know how the audio is. I think the game audio might be a bit low. Gonna be playing on normal difficulty because, let's be honest, I'm not exactly a hardcore at any game.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society.
Thank you for that retweet, Mishy and Raven.
With guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
I have not played through the entire game. I've played through about the first 6 or 7 hours. And then decided that I'd enjoy it more sharing it, despite the fact that I'm loving it on my own. I just think it would be a great game to stream. It's quirky, it's fun, and I've actually never played a Fallout game, despite the fact that a lot of people telling me that I should, so I've been told that it's very similar. Switch sitting on my desk from earlier. Hanging out with James Clark on his stream. Unless you grew up watching Disney XD in the 2000s, why would you ever name the kid Phineas?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Okay. So when I was playing through before, I was going with a very personality and mind over body build, so... Sorry, just a second, I forgot to turn my phone volume off. Shut up, and shut up. Phineas and Furby. That needs to be a thing now. Okay, so.
You're
really
going to have
good
people
charm.
hanging off you like tumors on a cysty pig.
I thought it... Oh. Apparently I only turned it into vibrate. Oh, Conga, thanks for the retweet. That looks good to me. And my skills. Dialogue.
Someone with a talent for exploiting
Tech.
insecurities.
Notice interval aptitude. I do like that one because persuade is very useful. Engineering, dodge, farmer, comma, dirt. Inspiration. I do like inspiration. It's good later on. I think science is.
I wonder what experiments you were subjected to.
Oh, that's a face only a mother could love. Let's change that. That's a better head shape. That's worse. Oh, that's worse. Okay, which skin tone just reads Irish pasty? I'm thinking this one. Hold on, what do I look like? Totally didn't just take a side-on selfie to figure out what... I like character creators. Wait, where are you making a desert, Grace? Okay, let's go to hair. Whoops, not that one. Not yet, at least. There are a lot of choices. Ah, yes, facial hair. That thing I have none of. I'm thinking no, Conga. Oh, well. Now I look like a Green Day fan from the early 2000s. Do you have the time to listen to me whine? Hey, it's me from back in my lawn care days. And Tommy Taserhands returns! Looking much better than he did in Skyrim. Oh, I forgot to launch the bot. Thanks for reminding me, Grace. Sudden grime, dust of time, take us back to the scene of crime. I like it. Okay, the bot's open. You can try the commands again. Isn't exactly room for the full name Classy. Also, hi Classy!
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers.
I'm having a very good Friday. Not working is very
Initiate
nice.
skip jump.
I happen to be quite fond of not working. I mean, what? That sounded lazy.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Evaporated.
To be fair, I don't think he's been by many streams since the bot has been on. Now, I could skip the cutscene. Am I going to? No, I'm streaming. I don't
there
skip
you are.
cutscenes on stream.
Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction.
I'd really not like to
Something wrong?
liquefy.
Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full
Oh yeah,
of
what voice
special
actor is this
concoction
guy
I
anyways? Because
devised
I think
to
you're right.
keep you from dying so horrifically.
He's like the
Hopefully,
Nolan North of
but,
annoying
I
characters.
guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Ah, yes. Totally not a Gatorade bottle. I've been thinking the exact same thing too, but tragically, it's not in VR.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are.
I
Now,
finally figured out a way to get audio
yes,
playing through
smuggler.
my
His
game
name
when
is
I'm
Hawthorne, and he should be
streaming
waiting for you
VR,
at
so
the
I will be
landing
playing
site.
Half-Life Alyx on my
He's to
channel.
be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist, dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Let me out! Wingardium Leviosa.
Ah, you've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the bee.
Let me know if I reconnect.
My life. Crawled in
Okay.
here.
Hi. Sorry about that.
And blocked off the exit with those canisters.
So you missed like 3 seconds, mostly just tutorializing. I found this guy in a cave, he told me he got injured. Blocked the entrance with canisters that are apparently explosive. If you guys are still there, let me know. Sorry about that. Looking at the analytics, it looks like most people left.
Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo. Not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
But yeah, apparently the, just OBS bugged out for no apparent reason.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
That's fine, Grace. And now we do the only sensible thing. Take their stuff. Well, that was efficient.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
I love that the intimidate option is, I guess I'll have to give you a 0 on my customer satisfaction survey.
Well, sometimes.
Let's go with persuade.
Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
You didn't seem to have laminated.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
What are you gonna do? Self-destruct?
Procedures initiated. Disengage in airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarded parties in 5, 4.
We're on the ground. Opening the airlocks is going to do jack shit.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Yeah, Hawthorne's dead.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Okay, but I'm not Hawthorne.
I understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside the ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. I extend felicitations and congratulations on your life-changing experience.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Let me know if the video you're receiving is choppy. OBS seems to be acting a little goofy, but I don't know if that's just because I'm not using it as my main monitor. Oh.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
No, I was gonna die this time, but okay. So, Alex Hawthorne was the name of the dude who's now a smear underneath my escape pod, who's supposed to pick me up. So, let's put 5 there, 5 here. Apply. And so I need to repair his, now my ship.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
No, you got it all wrong. I am a Starship Safety Inspector.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far.
Good
Just
old-fashioned
follow
bluffing.
the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Okay, so Grace, let me recap the story so far for you. The story so far is I was on a colony ship called the Hope that was flying
If your
out.
equipment is in need of repair, I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really.
Anywho, so I was on a colony ship called the Hope, full of basically the best colonists they had to offer, but my colony ship broke down and was stranded in space. I was in cryosleep. Essentially, a mad scientist character rescued me, said that the board left me to die, and then I crash landed on this planet on top of this Alex Hawthorne guy, and was told by this mad scientist dude over comm to take his ship. Oh, I forgot to do my perks. So, what is a good perk to start with? I like that one because weapon maintenance is annoying in this game. So now in order to repair the ship, I need something from the town. So I'm going to the town to get that something. Technically a power regulator. That help? So let's see which one's better. You have the Spacer's Choice Pistol, which does 22 damage, then we have this that does 7 damage.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Space! Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Tim Curry, but it appears that space has in fact been corrupted by capitalism. Remember, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to like.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for...
Sorry, got distracted by dialogue. Please like the stream, and consider subscribing to the channel to see more content like this. Me walking around doing weird stuff in video games, because that's kind of what I do. I'm not stealing. What are you talking about? It's not like Tommy Taserhands has a long history of theft. You know, like stealing everything in Skyrim, for instance. What's up with your arm? Same as usual, or did something else happen? Oh. How'd you do that? Don't tell me you fell off your horse again. And now we flip the lever.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
I don't work for
Of course
Spacey's
not.
Choice.
I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it
Just checking
without
the video
frying
quality on
yourself
my
in the
phone
process.
Because OBS is looking glitchier than the game actually is. But the stream seems to be fine. I don't like the idea of frying myself. But let me guess.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
What a surprise! Never would have guessed.
I'm not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later.
You have a very
The
stupid
people
hat.
living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
I want your hat. Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
No, it does look kind of glitchy and laggy. I don't know why. It shouldn't be. Wonder if that helps. Yeah, I don't know why that's the case. It's kind of perplexing. But none of what he's telling me is my problem.
It's our problem, not yours, but I'm asking for your help. If those workers don't come back, Edgewater is going to collapse. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you'll convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Sorry, just trying to... figure out why my OBS is being choppy. Shouldn't be, but it is. I wonder if this has something to do with why it was glitching out earlier. We should check for an update. Oh well, I'll worry about that later.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
I dropped the lid. Oh well.
I am asking you to help us survive. Edgewater needs more workers or we will collapse. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Let's see if that helps at all. Don't know if it will. Doesn't appear to have done anything, so I'll figure this out later.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
So it's just I like to provide good quality gameplay, and right now it's being very choppy. 1 second. I'm still here, by the way. I'm just trying to fix this. Let's see if that helped at all. Ah, that seems to have done the trick. I like Parvati's character. Knock. Knock.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
No, suffer in silence, please. I refuse to speak to you. Kidding.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just...
It seems
Mr.
worse again.
Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job
Dang it.
and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
No, why is it being so buggy? Okay, so... Yeah, figures.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Yeah, I kinda can't blame anyone for wanting to leave.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
No, wrong door.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Surprise!
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's toss
I
ball
personally
predictions?
don't like poison.
The quickest way out of town? I've never seen you before, and there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here, except for Ms. Holcomb, who for some reason doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
What would you like to discuss?
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked her to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
That even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Oh, very fascinating, I'm sure, but I'm leaving. Goodbye. One second. Sorry, I'm half playing the game, half diagnosing any... Oh, that might be it. Let me just a second. Let's try capping the frame rate at 60. And see if that fixes anything.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
1 second. Let's try 30. Not like I really need more than 30 to play. Apparently it's eating up my my GPU resources. Okay, well that dropped the usage significantly. But now the game feels choppy. Sorry about this, guys. I really want to get this like as nice as I can. Okay. That seems to have fixed the problem. Has it? No. No, it looks like it has. Let me know if it still looks like really choppy to y'all. And yes, it really is a beautiful game.
I'm on my way.
Searching for repair bay. Error.
Oh yeah?
Navigation systems failed. Unable
What's oh
to
yeah?
comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Oh nice. Go ahead.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow.
Hey, it's not the
His
best
name's
choice.
Jeremy.
It's Spacer's Choice.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Parvati?
On account of I fixed him.
Why'd you name him?
And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard.
Oh gosh.
Hebs Shirley. I make a point to watch every Tuesday night. Be more careful out there, Jeremy. Coming back. Got it.
Ah,
Be right
okay.
there.
Command system. I forgot. Well, I didn't forget about that. I never really used it before. Don't mind me bouncing along. Yikes! Minefield.
Okay, keeping quiet.
So now that we've got that figured out, how's everyone doing in the chat today?
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Well, look at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Oh, that is so tempting to say, but I'll say, don't worry about it, I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
Got some questions about her.
I'll tell you what I can.
How well did you know her?
Well enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. What is it?
Hello, are you Stefan? You look like
hungry?
a Stefan.
We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
Well, I'm not really interested in eating space dogs,
Fresh
but I'll
off the
look at your
limb,
trades.
and that includes canid meat. Something I can help you with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe was always obsessed with this cereal. Masked marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Hey, Sadie. How are you doing? And we gotta level up. So naturally we're gonna level up our tech. Let's go with 4 points. And 5 into dialogue. Playing Minecraft is always doing well. Come on, Parvati. We've got an idiot to save. I will take that. Is that my first heavy ammo? I think that's my first heavy ammo.
Here we go! That's the last of them.
No loot on you. There's some ammo. Let's save our game. Nope, that didn't work.
Fresh meat.
Okay, gone quiet. Okay, here we go!
Fresh meat.
I'm starting to think this might not have been the smartest idea.
Here we go! Nice one! You're hurt!
Dang it! I gotta take these guys out.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Crap. This fight is not going well.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far. Nice.
Dang it! That was a lot better though, I gotta say. I just gotta take out those stupid canids.
Okay, gone quiet. I don't know anybody who ever came out this far. Easy. Nice one! Whoa.
That had to hurt.
Whoa.
Just gonna take that, and time to loot the bodies. Well, the piles of ash. Doo-doo-doo. That's fine, Grace. Don't mind me, just gonna loot absolutely everything. Because it's not called loot because you don't want it, you know? Loot is good. I like loot. Oh, right. We're supposed to be doing a quest.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
You sound confused, or possibly
Only
unscrewed.
thing unscrewed around here is the head of that marauder you took down. Never seen moves like that outside my serial dramas. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Well, good news, bad news then. You should not be an outlaw. That is a terrible plan. You're clearly insane.
I'm great at clarifying.
Clearly not. Number one, are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
So you gave him drugs.
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
Or the drugs.
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself.
Issues.
Instead,
You
what
are
do I
just
find?
made of issues.
But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Where? I dusted all your companions.
And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Believe it or not, she asked me to save your crazy butt. Did I already loot you? Loot you. Okay, any more piles of ash around here? I don't want to miss any. You know, I don't want to be wasteful of all these. Okay, I did not get away from that fast enough. No! That was a bad plan. Any more houses I haven't been in? No, you're not getting me with that. Again. Oh, hey, look, a dead marauder. I'll take that. No. Really, I'll take anything that isn't nailed down. Hey lady, I found your idiot friend.
What is it?
Idiot friend has been located.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
Zoe is full of shit.
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Stop trying to sell me Space Dog. I really don't want any. Do.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? Suppose that weighs on who's asking. My flock likes to call me grandmother, on account of my providing hot soup and free advice. You can call me Adelaide, though.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
You're not great at this whole salesmanship thing.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
And why did you leave your
It
old
is an
home?
unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Whoops. Is this your greenhouse?
Oh dear, the garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice. Ah, cynicism, the privilege of the young. What you need is a little taste of my special mushroom soup. It'll broaden your mind, or at least your irises. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile?
Not really
Let's
my
hear it.
idea, but yeah.
What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. Question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
So, now we steal everything that isn't nailed down, just like we did everywhere else. have that. They're my weapon parts now. Should I feel bad for stealing all this stuff? Probably. Do I? Not even slightly. Thank you for asking. One moment, as I have a reputation to maintain. Okay. We have saved, and now...
Nice one!
Nobody seems upset by this, so I'm just gonna continue the Chicken Slayer aspect of Tommy the Chicken Slayer, Taser Hands.
Something I can help you with? Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Surprise!
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, how are you? Hi. Hello.
You talk like if B-double-O had lost all sense of charm.
How you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3.
I happen to have one of the volumes in my
on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. No kidding! Really? Well, which one?
Part 2, found in the cannery.
That's just ironical. If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
surrounds a freaking town with mines? Oh, all the way back at the chicken slaying. Chicken slaying.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow
Hello,
me.
I'm going to have the exact same conversation with you as
didn't
if
see
I
you
didn't
there.
already
I was,
just have it.
Well, I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
Can we speed
well,
this along?
What I meant was you... Fact...
Yada yada yada. Don't mind me, just fast forwarding through this conversation. I would really like to know what jerk installed those.
Got it. Heads down. Here we go! Don't mess with us!
Yes, he had energy. I mean, it makes sense that there wouldn't be much left for me to loot off of that guy, considering I literally vaporized him.
Here they come!
Totally didn't just vaporize a bunch of people in cold blood. Well, let's be completely fair. This gun literally vaporizes people. It's amazing. Shouldn't there be a pile of ash around here? There should be a pile of ash around here, right? Oh, here it is. No, that's a rock. Oh yes, I should probably do my leveling up bit. Let's invest all 10 of these into ranged. Apply that. And we got perks. Let's increase our health. Corporation Service Award, mag picks, and some bit cartridges. Not bad. Overall, totally worth coming into this cave. Okay.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
We got the blowy uppy stick ready, or turns into pile of ash stick, whatever you want to call it. Ooh. Now that just looks good. Plus it's a lot of armor. Hey, Grace. I kind of want that. But on the other hand, it's expensive. Ooh, that's expensive too. Never mind. Shut up, corporate jingle. Knock, knock.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Oh, that's the exit. There we go. I know this is terrible armor, but we got a cowboy hat?
Unexpected noise identified.
Here we go!
Everyone but the combat drone.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough. Just 2 more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
Get away!
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Vale?
System alert. Halt. Searching for unauthorized...
Here they come!
Oh, it's up there.
It's the last. I'm not sure what the bite is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
No, just leave me alone. You're not real! You're not real! Get away from me, Phantom! Shoot! Scram!
Great, another
Don't you
lunatic.
talk down to me, Phantom. At least I know I'm real. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Of course. Sprats are an excellent source for my daily recommended intake of mercury. Chester D. Higgins.
What?
The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Yeah.
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Oh, before. Definitely before. Sisty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
I have an energy cannon. Oh, I like both options. Intimidate or persuade, though. Let's go with persuade. He's crazy enough.
You remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Braised. Boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food. Mechanicals lost their bolts.
You've already said that.
You mean, why did the mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old...
Told me that I should go. Now, where would one find a geothermal security chief? Oh, hold on, this is a bit too far. I need to go in here. Great.
Once we do this, there's no going back.
Yep. That's long and short of it.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
And I think that's a good place to call it for today. And we'll jump back into it again next time, where hopefully we'll get a little bit more gameplay in, because now I've solved the OBS issue. Thank you all for watching, I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please like the stream and comment below if you're watching after the fact. Consider subscribing to see more content like this. I have a Patreon and a Streamlabs page linked in the description if you want to donate financially to help me basically improve my channel. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.